come without sound, depart without sound. Come without shadow, depart without shadow. I laugh at mankind. Why do you seek to know whence I come? I began my journey upon the earth in the green age, and now in the white age I am come. Now the time is come. I bring the children back to the throne. He who is not given the secret, wait ye for the turning. I reached the earth in 25 seconds, as swift as lightning. I had no name. The name was given by man. I have 32 characters. He who has high consciousness will know me. He who lacks it will not know me. I have been slain before. I am most often in the heart of Asia. Now, I have two close ones. These two are the sun and the moon. Now I await a star. The best practice for man now is to honor his parents. He who does not honor his parents dwells in a place without sun or moon. The words I have spoken thus far must be kept, that ye may attain high consciousness. Whosoever reads and learns these words remembers me. Praise be to God.
Verse 243, Eat vegetables and do not kill. The goodness created by the heavens and the earth has brought forth all living beings. The evil of humanity is in killing all living creatures. The two statements above are direct and very sorrowful. We must understand that life in this world is priceless. Murder in this world is a heartbreaking matter. Some people commit sins so great that they are sentenced to death, while others who have sinned should not be sentenced to death. There are many animals that are not bound by the laws of the country. Humans kill animals and eat them, considering this a normal thing. In this world, all living creatures, whether on land, in water, or in the air, regardless of their size, have one thing in common: they value their own lives. If animals feel pain and fear death just like humans, we should consider that their feelings are the same as ours. We should not think that humans are different or separate from animals. At the very least, we should acknowledge that animals are alive and have their origins, living between the heavens and the earth. Think about it: when someone plucks a single hair, their whole body feels pain. Living animals have blood and can breathe. Their feelings are no different from those of humans. Among all creatures, humans are the wisest, yet they consume all kinds of living beings. The heavens and the earth gave birth to a wise soul, called humanity. Only later did things without thought come into existence. Both of these exist in the heavens and the earth. For example, a mother first gives birth to her first child, followed by others. Even though some of these children may be large or small, their bones and blood are the same, and there is a connection between them. If humans are said to fear eating blooded creatures, why then do they eat animals? Because humans have brains, they know how to control the lives of other animals. Those who are unaware might say that all living creatures exist for humans to consume. Tigers eat humans, but were humans born to be tiger food? In human life, all plants are sufficient for nourishment. All creatures are part of one body, but only humans believe they are separate, not part of the same body. In a family, the mother and child are proof that they are one body. When a child is happy, the mother is happy too, and when the child is sick or troubled, the mother shares in that feeling as well. In this world, no mother considers her child as anything other than part of herself, and even in a country, the people are one body. The mother and child form one soul and cannot be separated. People and all living creatures are merely bodies and flesh, with different coverings, yet it is these coverings that cause humans to differentiate one from another. This leads to selfishness and a variety of sins. The sin of killing arises from a lack of compassion and failing to see that all creatures are part of one body, no matter who kills whom. This should not be happening in this world. In this world, there are various views on murder: humans killing humans, humans killing animals, and animals killing humans. Humans see the murder of a fellow human as something terrible, the killing of animals as normal, and the killing of humans by animals as strange and frightening. Now, we hope that humans reflect on themselves and weigh whether we should consider these three types of murder as the same or different. Actually, killing animals is a greater sin than killing humans. Animals kill humans because they are fiercer. Why? The killing of humans by humans is regulated by law. For example, in wars between two nations, people kill each other to protect their lives, property, and citizens. When animals kill other animals, it does not affect creatures in the air or water. But humans kill animals from the sky to the sea, from mountains to farmlands, whether large animals like cows and goats, or small ones like chickens, ducks, birds, fish, shrimp, and others, all just to fill their stomachs. This type of killing is not limited or protected by the laws of the country. All killings in this world have their limits, yet humans kill various creatures without restraint. From this, we should realize that killing animals is a greater sin than humans killing humans or animals killing humans. Pity. Since birth, through adulthood, and old age, humans never stop killing. When a child is born, there is a celebration. At 44 days old, another celebration. Again at 1 year old, and when they marry, a celebration takes place. Every time there is a celebration, a killing occurs. Even at the time of death, killing continues. Marriage is a good thing, but humans kill between male and female. Giving birth to children is also a good thing for continuing the lineage, yet humans kill both the offspring and mothers of animals to celebrate births, and for other reasons. As a result, the long lives of humans become shortened, whether it is the life of the child or the mother. Those who have children find that those children have no descendants. In the living room, a feast is held, while at the back of the house, a killing ground exists. Humans kill many lives just for one meal because the dishes are varied. For those who are able, they desire rare foods and will even scold others if it takes too long to obtain them. During such times, the lives of goats, chickens, fish, and others are taken in large numbers, beyond count. Since early morning, hundreds of millions of lives have been separated from their bodies. If all the body parts of these victims were gathered, they would rise higher than the flight of birds, and their blood would flow like a great river. From morning to night, knives and cleavers continuously cut open bellies and strip the flesh, skin, and scales from animals. Such horror. The pain borne by these creatures is indescribable. Humans, because of their mouths and stomachs, determine the fate of these animals, without end. The special quality of humans is the goodness of their original nature, given by God, which is not found in other creatures. However, once they commit murder, all of that inherent goodness disappears. Killing to fill one's stomach means that humans have lost their compassion. Separating groups of creatures is a vile and disgraceful behavior, let alone separating the bodies of creatures to serve others. This is a disrespectful act. In pursuit of more vitamins to keep their bodies healthy and prolong their lives, such people have no wisdom within them. Killing animals in various ways demonstrates their lack of confidence. From this, we can compare humans with animals, and find that there is nothing special about humans. If we truly wish to become real humans, we must be aware and compassionate. How can we practice compassion? We must always consider others as if they were ourselves. Let us imagine, when about to kill a creature, we see its fear and its desire to flee. Isn't that the same as when someone wants to capture us? Would we not run? In the process of slaughtering a single chicken, the others flee in fear of being next. Similarly, when one cow is to be slaughtered, the other cows stop eating. If we were tied up by a villain, we would be terrified of being separated from our families. At that time, we would desperately hope to be freed, just as the creature feels in its moment of danger. If it is said that we eat meat because the creature cannot speak, would we eat a mute person? If it is said that the creature has no morals, can we kill and eat a child? If it is said that an animal is of no use, can we kill a mentally ill person? If it is said that the animal's role is to be eaten, can we kill a poor person? Humans only know to say that this is an animal or that is an animal. Have we ever considered the feelings of these animals? When we eat these creatures because they are weak and we are strong, do we follow the theory that they are straight and we are crooked? In the matters of this world, humans and other creatures both know pain. The difference is that humans use their brains, while other creatures do not. Humans can speak, but animals cannot. Humans have the great power to capture, while animals are weak. This is the justification humans use to kill and eat other creatures. When something unexpected happens, such as wind, storms, or floods, humans indeed feel fear and try to flee. When they are robbed at gunpoint or knife point, their bodies tremble, and even their lips and teeth chatter. When they are saved, they feel as though they have been reborn. But when they capture an animal, they forget all about such feelings. Typically, when humans are bitten by ants or mosquitoes, they become worried, and if they have a headache or an eye infection, they rush to a doctor for medicine. Imagine yourself in such a situation. Why then is there no compassion for the creatures that are killed? The path of divinity is a heavy punishment. When a person encounters someone evil, they might say that the person is good, and they immediately feel the urge to help. However, they fail to realize when they treat other creatures in the same way. From a human perspective, this is no different from how animals behave. The prophets who brought great religions emphasized that humans should have compassion. Human hearts are fenced in with iron barriers. Here are 10 questions for humans to ask their hearts, which are locked behind these iron barriers. 1. In a battlefield, when you are running and manage to save your life, and the enemy no longer chases you, do you feel fear or not? 2. When we are captured and dragged like a cow or a goat, knowing that we will be killed, do we feel worried or not? 3. When we see our friends being killed, do we feel brave or scared? 4. When we see our own family about to be killed and cannot help them, what does our heart feel? 5. When we are in the process of being killed, and only a part of our body is to be cut, and we scream in pain, what does our heart feel? 6. When we are about to be killed, and one of the enemies asks for us to be freed, do we feel happy or not? 7. When we are about to be killed, and another enemy says, don't release them, what do we feel? 8. When we meet the enemy, one says, release everyone, and another says, don't release anyone, they must all be killed, does our heart feel hatred or not? 9. During a war, if someone is sick and unable to walk and should be freed, but another enemy says, this person is useless, it's better to kill them, what do we feel then? 10. In a group, if half of them are children who should be freed, but one enemy says, these children will die anyway, it's better to cook their tender and delicious meat, what does our heart feel at that moment? If humans are aware of their hearts, they will not want to kill and will strive to free themselves from murder. Imagine if you were freed from being killed. If possible, in a day, for 12 hours, or even just for 1 hour out of 60 minutes, if you only thought of saving lives, then other creatures could be saved. Do not delay in practicing this. Do not ask others to spare lives. Do not set a specific day or time to free lives, for by that time, others may have already killed other creatures. On the path of divinity, all goodness and peace reside within our hearts and bodies. Do not think that killing a little doesn't matter. Do not think that sparing a little life is of no use. Do not allow excuses to stand in your way. We must know that only larger creatures are supposed to be helped, but smaller creatures are killed in great numbers. Now, as we practice the path of divinity, we can eat vegetables. As a starting point, we must stop killing. If friends ask, what is the benefit of eating vegetables and not killing creatures? Explain to them that humans should say, a good heart is enough. Why eat vegetables? Ask yourself, is it better to take the life of a creature and eat its flesh? A person who willingly does this, where is their good heart? A good heart, as described, is one of compassion between humans. Yet no human can resist killing a creature while waiting for it to be served and eaten. God has provided enough plants for humans to eat in this world, more than enough. Why still eat things that are bloodied and breathe? If humans can realize this, let them eat vegetables and plants instead of blooded creatures. Do you know that the difference is like 1,000 miles apart? The world today is gradually becoming aware of the benefits of eating vegetables, and there is increasing evidence of both the advantages and disadvantages of eating vegetables and meat. Those who eat vegetables are people who care for their own lives, and eating vegetables is now the most popular choice in Europe. Consuming vegetables has significant health benefits, even though it may not be easy to adopt this practice. It is beneficial for humans, even to the point of extending their lives. The discussion of whether eating meat is healthy or not is not up for debate. According to health theories, meat is not necessarily harmful, but vegetables are definitely better for our health. Eating meat is considered harmful to health, according to scientific theory and various other viewpoints. 2 types of toxins found in meat are explained here. Toxins in meat. Chemists in France discovered that animal meat contains a toxin. When an animal is sick, the toxin spreads throughout its body. One American philosopher also found that when a person's emotions undergo extreme changes, a toxic chemical is released throughout their body as a reaction. The color of sweat when angry or sad is different, and the breath released also changes accordingly. When a person exhales through a tube in a calm state, there is no residue. However, when angry, there is some residue. When a person is sad, the residue in the tube turns gray. During anger or hatred, the residue turns light green. Tests were conducted where this green residue, when injected into an animal, caused the animal to become angry, and when the gray residue, from sadness, was injected, the animal quickly died. Similarly, when a child sucks on its mother's breast during her anger, the milk can cause the child to become sick. This demonstrates that eating meat every day may not be a good idea. Bacteria in meat. Research conducted by doctors today, using microscopes, has revealed that animal meat is full of harmful bacteria. These bacteria are toxic and can cause illness in humans, sometimes leading to death. For instance, beef contains bacteria that can cause lung cancer. Various diseases related to wine, which are often attributed to alcohol consumption, are actually linked to the habit of eating meat. Eating meat also increases ammonia in the urine, which disrupts the balance of blood circulation and causes imbalances in the brain. This contributes to conditions like epilepsy. Additionally, eating meat weakens the body's immune system, making it harder to fight cancer. The point here is not to praise doctors but to show that meat is actually harmful to health. Canned meat, especially in hot weather, becomes even more toxic. Benefits of eating vegetables. The purpose of eating and drinking is health, so we must choose foods rich in vitamins to boost our energy. Plants on Earth, powered by sunlight, contain this energy. Among plants, fruits absorb the most sunlight. If we analyze meat, we find it does not contain these vitamins. Instead, meat has proteins, sugars, salts, and other substances. Rice, wheat, and legumes also contain vitamins found in meat, and they are easier to digest compared to meat. Legumes contain about 40% protein, while meat contains only about 20%. The protein in meat is much harder to digest compared to fruits and vegetables, which have a significant advantage. When choosing food, we should opt for what is pure and sustainable. Why eat vegetables instead of meat? All plants on Earth are the cleanest and best food choices. Why eat things that bleed? When comparing people who eat vegetables with those who eat meat, we find that vegetable eaters live longer, while meat eaters age more quickly. Vegetable eaters show less interest in women, while meat eaters tend to focus more on women. People who eat vegetables have sharper minds, are calmer, and learn faster, while meat eaters have slower and more disturbed thoughts. People who eat vegetables have clean blood and more patience, while meat eaters have dirtier blood, less patience, and are more prone to illness. International sports records show that athletes from countries with high vegetable consumption tend to excel. In the Russo-Japanese War, Russia lost because they could not withstand the long fight, whereas Japan, with its diet of vegetables, thrived. Some say the war was a battle between vegetable-eating and meat-eating nations. To succeed in any field, a healthy body is necessary. To maintain a healthy body, try quitting the habit of eating meat and switch to eating vegetables. Stopping killing and eating vegetables is not a teaching from any particular religion, it is a principle of humanity. Humans eat meat because there is no law or punishment against it. However, we should be aware of what would happen to a country if there were no laws. Similarly, we must realize that in our hearts, we should refrain from killing and instead eat vegetables, because this is not governed by law. If, at this moment, humans still do not recognize the need to do good, imagine the consequences, or do not blame anyone if our bodies change shape and no longer resemble human beings. At that point, anyone who wants to be human will only realize it when they are born as one. But, were they aware that before becoming human, they were not in a human form? Thus, all the living beings we kill could have once been part of the same group as us. Human knowledge is like a garden that is planted with crops. The outcome, whether good or bad, depends on the seeds that are sown. When there is an intention to kill, it is like planting seeds in a garden, where the seeds go through a process of growth. In this world, everything that happens has a cause. Life, death, wealth, poverty, and all occurrences continue until they reach a place or state of peace or destruction, all due to a cause. This is like a simple equation: 1 + 1 = 2, 2 × 3 = 6, it is a theory of cause and effect. Every cause has a result, and some results are not in balance with the cause. The outcome simply depends on how quickly or slowly it occurs. It is the same for someone who causes something, they will not see any result until death. This could be due to family circumstances. Some do good deeds to balance the sins they have committed, and the result will still come, but they must wait for the right time. The result of the cause might be experienced at death or in the next life. If we focus too much on things, we will not be able to see the results. So, what is there in us? The result is like a layer of paper in front of us, but we cannot see it because our knowledge and awareness do not reach that far. However, for those who have higher awareness, they understand both the things that have been born and those that have not yet manifested. Knowledge is limited to what a person knows because it has boundaries. We encourage those who study science and philosophy to continue and develop their knowledge, but not to use science to belittle the path of divinity. We know that science emphasizes experimentation and seeks proof, but what methods do they use in their research and experiments? Even though they use advanced tools, they cannot escape from using their eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and head. Can a face like this be used? For example, feces smells foul, yet dogs are able and willing to eat it. From this, we can understand that the tongue does not hold any status in terms of what is to be studied. A dog can smell things that humans cannot, while humans are the opposite. From this, we realize that scientific answers are based only on what is perceived through the face. If we acknowledge that scientific opinions are correct, we must also consider that, in the vastness of space, humans are so small that we might appear as nothing. Therefore, the answer is that humans have limitations. Only through high awareness can one directly perceive everything that is born in this world. This cannot be conveyed through knowledge alone, but some people believe in the cause and effect, yet still constantly demand proof. Without proof, we can only tell them that it cannot be seen with the eyes. The question is, why have these people, since ancient times, not studied or searched for this proof? For those who have the fortune of being on the path of divinity, Do not wait for proof before practicing it. For those who want proof, they will never be satisfied. Whether one believes or not is up to the individual, but why is proof still awaited? The cycle of humanity is based on results, not on whether people believe or not. Even if they stop, it will still continue. Because of things in front of their eyes, people have accepted bad results behind them. Pity. Humanity.